So the question is trapping rainwater problem. Given an array of n non-negative integers representing the height of blocks, if width of each block is 1, compute how much water can be trapped between the blocks during the rainy season. So if the array is this, and each element represents the height of the block, we need to find the amount of water which can be trapped inside it. So for this, so here three blocks of water is trapped. For this position, blocks of water is trapped, and that for this position 1, and again for 3. So 3 plus 3, 1 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 10, right? So we need to find the amount of water being trapped inside this. So there's a one interesting property about this question is that the corner blocks like this one and this one, no water can be trapped for them, right? Because if we are trying to trap the water in this, it will always overflow, right? Because there is no support of blocks for the water, right? So for the corner blocks, the water will always overflow, it can't be trapped. So we need to check for the middle bars, not for the corner bars, because corner bars cannot contain water, right? So how will be solving this? So for example, okay, let me draw how much water is going to be trapped. So this is the water which is going to be trapped over here, 1 unit of water over here, and again 3 unit of water here. So this is all water, all right? So for example, let's take a look at this block. In this block only one block of water is trapped. So how are we getting that? There's one interesting property for this is that for to get the amount of water trapped at a particular block, we need to find the left maximum support and the right maximum support. So for considering about this block, in the left side, which is the maximum support? This one, right? For this block, in the left side, what is the maximum support, maximum height of the support? This one. And in the right side, what is the maximum support? This one, right? The height of this is 3 and the height of this is 4. So we first will find the leftmost maximum and the rightmost maximum, and what we'll do, we'll get the minimum of these two. We'll get the minimum of 3 and 4, which is indeed 3. So 3 units of water can be stored for this block, but we are only able to store one block of water. Why? Because this 2 unit is being occupied by the block itself. So what we'll be doing over here is we need to find the leftmost we need to find the leftmost maximum block and the rightmost maximum block, and we'll do a minimum of these two, and we'll then be subtracting from the height of the block itself, and that will give us the current the amount of water that can be trapped for that block. So 3 and minimum of 3 and 4 is 3, and 3 minus 2, which is the height of block, equal to 1. So 1 is the amount of water that can be trapped, right? Let's take a look at another example. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at for this block. What we'll be doing is find the leftmost maximum block in the left side. So left side's maximum block is 3 and the rightmost is 4 again. So what we'll doing a minimum of these two, which is 3, and we'll minus with the height of the block, which is 0 in this case. So 3 minus 0 equal to 3. So that will fetch us the amount of water that can be trapped for that block, right? Also, one thing to note over here is, if the array is which we are getting is sorted in ascending or descending order, nothing matters. For example, the array is like this: 1 2 3 4. So what will be the block system in that case 1 2 3 4, right? For this case the amount of water that can be trapped is 0. Why? Because there is no support. If we'll try to store water over here, it will always overflow, means it will be flowed away, nothing can be stored for that case. And if we and for this case, let us apply this logic. So for example, we need to find the amount of water that can be trapped, which is right now 0, right? Because it is intuitive that it is 0 amount of water that can be stored. So what we'll be doing over here is we need to find the leftmost maximum, which is 2, and the rightmost maximum, which is 3, and we'll be doing a minimum 2 and minus the height 2 minus 3, that will be negative. So that tells us that no amount of water can be stored over here, right? What we have done, leftmost maximum, rightmost maximum, and amount minus the height. So we'll get -1, which is again indicating that no amount of water can be stored. So to do this in program, what we'll be doing is we'll be pre-computing the leftmost and right maximum array. What do I mean over here is, so for example, for this block, what is the leftmost maximum? It is 3 indeed, 3 itself, because there is nothing in left side. So for example, and for this block, what is the leftmost maximum? It is again 3, and for this it is again 3, for this it is again 3, for this it is 3, and for this it is 4, 4, sorry. So we'll be computing pre-computing the array in first hand. So let's take a look how we'll be doing that. So let's create a array left max equal to new int. Also we'll be doing right max, we'll computing right maximum of each element in a separate array. Now at first hand we'll initialize left max 0 as ARR of 0. So now it's time to fill the left max array. Left max I, see, left max I will be equal to math.min, because we need to find the math.max, we need to find the maximum ARR of I, that is the current value, comma left max I minus 1. So now what I have done over here is I have pre-computed the left maximum array. This array will give us the left maximum of any element at that index. So for example, if we need to find the left maximum of this element, so what is the position of this element, what is the index? 0 1 2 3. So at left max array in index 3 will get the left maximum for this element, right? So this is what I have done over here. Also I need to do for the right max as well. Right max n minus 1 equal to ARR of n minus 1, because we are moving from the right hand side. So for this we are for right max array we will be starting from the right hand side. So we'll first initialize by this, and then we'll keep on checking if the next element is greater than this. If it's not, then we'll simply use this value, otherwise we'll update it. So that is what I've done over here. I equal to n minus 2, because we have initialized n minus 1, so there is no need of starting with n minus 1. I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, right max I equal to mat.max ARR of I, comma right max I plus 1, right? So this will give us both the left max and right max array. and now it is the time to find the amount of water trapped inside it. So let's make a temp variable called res, which will store the amount of total water trapped for int I equal to 1 and I less than n minus 1 I plus plus. See, why I haven't started with 0? Because I have told you earlier that there is no point of checking the corner bars, because no water can be trapped for this bar, right? Because there is no support. So we'll be doing that only. Res plus equal to math. Oh, I need to do n minus 1. Math dot min, because we need to find the minimum of the left max and the right max, and then we'll be subtracting with the height of that block. So what we'll be doing, left max of I, because we have pre-computed that before only, minus right max left max comma right max. This will give us the minimum, and then we'll subtract with the current height of that block, and then we'll be returning the result. Let's compile it. Okay. The output is 7409, right? It's 10. So let's take a look for another array 3, and let's provide the sorted array. Remember, the sorted array will give us the result 0 because there is no way of trapping water, right? So it's correct, and think it's time to submit the problem. Yeah, so that was it. So the time complexity of this solution is O big O of n. We are iterating through the first of all we are iterating through the array, means it's big O of 3n, but in asymptotic analysis we ignore constant, so it's big O of n. And what's the space complexity? It's big O of 2n. That will be big O of n. So big O of n space complexity as well as big O of n time complexity. Thank you.